Yeah. Every shadow got a story. Every silence got a scream. Yeah. I'm pacing inside of a maze with the rays that I buried for ages, turning the pain into pages, escaping these mental cages. Face of a fighter, but underneath armor is damage. Smile for the cameras, while battling ghosts that they savage. Echoes are bouncing around in the hall like they're hunting my heartbeat. Every regret that I buried, decided tonight it will find me. Eyes on the ceiling, I'm reading the cracks of predictions. Every decision's a prison, and fear is the one making judgment. Step in the smoke, every breath getting colder than winter. Devils don't yell when they're close, they just whisper. Hands on the walls while they move like they're breathing beside me. Every reflection I pass, got a version that wants to replace me. Running in the struggles and burning the souls on my sneakers. Truth getting louder while lies keep recruiting believers. Built from the rebels, survived every fall with persistence. Pain was a teacher that handed me strength and resistance. Mind like a storm with 1,000 collisions occurring. Thoughts spinning faster than tires whenever they're burning. Skeleton cops keep reminding me time isn't waiting. Every delay is another temptation I'm facing. Standing alone but I'm carrying millions of memories. Some of them blessings while others are lifelong enemies. Still I keep walking regardless of how heavy fate gets. Victory is sweeter whenever return through the chaos. Look at the mirror, the monster is wearing my features. Hard to distinguish the villain from broken believers. Pressure is building until it erupts like a furnace. Learning that scars are the price of surviving the worst of it. Heart never folded although it was bent beyond reason. Fighting through every emotional hurricane season. I don't need pity, I sharpen my focus with struggle. Turning impossible odds into pieces of rubble. Voices are telling me quit, but I'm louder than all of them. Every defeated tomorrow gets buried beneath my momentum. Rise from the ashes with smoke on my shoulders like armor. Fire can burn me but never erase my ambition. Every corridor twists like it's feeding on hesitation. Fear keeps evolving with every new confrontation. Chains on the floor but my spirit refuses to wear them. Breaking the cycle before it decides it can't own me forever. Darkness is patient, it waits for the weakest decisions. Hope is a weapon that cuts to impossible distance. Blood in my veins, that determination replacing panic. Failure's a chapter and never becomes the finale. Watch how I turn every bruise into proof I'm surviving. Every collapse only teaches me better timing. Standing with nightmares, we're hoping I finally surrender. Leaving with confidence stronger than anything entering. Thunder keeps shaking the ceiling, but I never flinch now. Pain introduced me to power I carry within now. Every opponent I fear was a mirror of weakness. Once I accepted the truth, I discovered my freedom. Storm in my lungs, every sentence erupts with conviction. Words of the bullets that shatter destructive traditions. Built from endurance instead of applause or acceptance. Greatness is earned when nobody notices effort. Keep moving forward, although every rope keeps collapsing. Faith in myself is the fuel that keeps all of this lasting. Nothing can bury your soul that's determined to climb. Even when darkness convinces the world is my time. Listen, the silence is louder than crowds in an arena. Lessons are carved in the wounds that the world leaves beneath us. Dreams will survive if you feed every doubt that approaches. Strength only grows when discomfort becomes your devotion. Never accept the defeat is the end of my story. Every disaster became another reason for glory. Storm after storm, I adapted instead of retreating. Pressures have building, but some of my heartbeat kept bleeding. Look where I stand with my back to the wall and still smiling. Knowing the mountain gets smaller the longer you're climbing. Hell, let it travel my name, but I never sat down. Walked through the flames and refused to surrender my crown. Now the door opens, I step on my head, never lowered. Every dark chapter became another reason I'm cold. Afraid trying to chain me, but courage was cut in the metal. Life is a war, and resilience became my medal. Every mistake was a brick in the path that I walk on. Every betrayal became motivation to stand strong. Nothing can stop or refuses to stay on the ground. Kings aren't created by comfort, but survive within the realms. Leave every nightmare behind in the room where it waited. Walking away when my future is finally awakened. Hell kept me waiting, I kept it waiting longer.
The door closed, the silence remained. Some never escape the waiting room. Some walk through it and become the storm.